Hi bunnies, welcome back. It's me, Jenny. How is everyone doing today? Okay, my loves, we're going to be making another Halloween DIY project. I'm going to show you guys how to make these really fun, adorable, little vintage inspired little note cards. I'm super excited to show you how to make these. These are like one of my favorite things to do. I love making little note cards and I love making tags. Now, this note card is very special because it gives you that little vintage vibe to it. I just love it. When it comes to vintage, I love vintage Christmas, I love vintage Halloween, I love vintage Valentine's. Anything vintage I absolutely love. So this gives you like that little vintage vibe and it's just beautiful. I love how this note card turned out. The front of it is so pretty, so simple, but it's just so cute. And it's just really awesome, like little images. I just love it. I will show you the paper that I use for this in a little while. The inside of the card is like this and it's just also very fun. I also use another image and then it kind of looks like a little tag inside the little note card, and it's just so much fun. It has this little it says here Halloween fun. It's just a little tiny little flag. It's just so cute, and I love that it just has like that vintage vibe. And then what I did was on the side I just added some little string so I can make like a nice little knot and then make like a nice little bow. Really fun. I'm gonna show you how to create this in no time, so let's get started. Okay, so the paper that I use is this paper from Tim Holtz. I got this paper on Tuesday morning. I wasn't really too crazy about this paper when I first got it. I actually was with my mom that day and she kind of convinced me to get it, and I was just like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna get it for a few bucks, why not? And when I got home I was actually really happy that she actually kind of like pushed me to get it, because the papers in here are really awesome, especially for card making. They're very simple but yet very I don't know, they just have like a really card making look to it. It's just really beautiful, if you can see here. And it's just so I think that the reason why I like this paper is because the images are not too loud, so you can really do a lot with it, and it looks awesome. It really does. So I'm happy I picked this up. So what I did with this paper is I made myself my little note cards, okay? And I already picked out the papers. What I use for my note card template is what I use for all my note cards. I went to my little stash where I had these little 3x3 little note cards that I get at Michael's. I used one as a sample. I measured it, cut it out, folded it in half. That's it. That's all I did. Okay, now for the image, I have this paper that I bought at scrapbook.com. I'm not gonna go too much in detail because I have a whole video that shows you in detail this paper, and it also shows you other papers that are in the same family. So I will link that video at the bottom of this video so you can take a look at that if you want to see more in detail about this paper. I will also link the name of the paper, so in case you want to go to scrapbook.com and place an order, you know the name of the paper. Okay, so all I did was I fuzzy cut this paper, which by the way is one of my favorite Halloween papers ever. I mean, look at these magnificent, beautiful vintage images in here. It is to die for. This is another one that I have that we're going to use also in one of our series. I'm not sure yet what to do with this, but I'm definitely going to include this paper in one of the series. Okay, so I fuzzy cut the paper. I decided what image to use. That's all I did. Okay, so for every note card I use 2 images in the front. So I have here my 2 images that I already have pre-cut for you because I don't want this to take forever. Let me pull you in so you can see. So here, as you can see here, I have my two little images. Okay, so what I did with my image is I didn't do really much of anything. All I did was I used some scrap paper from the actual note card, and I backed my little image onto some scrap paper, giving it some more of a little border. Okay, so all I did, which is what I did with this one and I did with everything else, I backed it. Okay, so let me show you really quickly. I backed it into a paper, just like that, and then I went in and I kind of trimmed it, as you can see there. Okay, and I just gave my little image sort of like a little background to give it some interest and some more of a vintage vibe. Okay, and that's basically all I did. See that? So that's what you're gonna do for all your images. Okay, very good. Once you do that, you're going to decide on how you want your image to look. For my cards here, what I did was I backed this one down, and then this one I kind of tilted a little bit. I like that look. Before you do that, make sure you poke a little hole on each end of your note card, and I'm going to show you why. So what I did was I basically just took my Martha Stewart punch. I punched a little hole on both page, boom, and that's it. You can't probably see the little hole, but that right there is a little tiny hole because we're going to string through some thread. Okay, so do that. So basically you're going to have the front and you're going to have the back with a little hole. Okay? Okay, let's build our card. So before we glue down our little image, you're going to take some kind of ribbon, some kind of twine, some kind of something, anything. Doesn't matter what. I'm using these little tiny little ribbon, and you're going to string through the ribbon where you poke the hole. Okay? At this end, you're going to basically, you're going to knot it twice. Make 2 knots. Oops. Well, you can do it like this too if you want also. You're going to make 1 knot. Okay? And then you're going to make another knot, trying to stay right on top of the same knot that you just created. Okay? And you're gonna get yourself a nice little knot like that. Okay, let's do that for another string. You need 2 pieces of string, so let's knot one end twice. Okay, you're gonna knot 1, and then you're gonna go back and you're going to knot it again. Okay, now you're gonna take your string and you're gonna string it through the little hole that we just poked our card through. See that? You're gonna get just something like that. Take your mini stapler and you're going to staple this in the corner, right in between the thread or the ribbon, whatever it is that you're using, and that's just gonna hold it in place. You're gonna do the same thing for the back. String it through. It should stop because, oh no, see, this one didn't stop. It should give it a little bit of resistance because of the knot that we just created. Okay, then you're gonna come here. You'll use your mini stapler and you're going to staple that against the paper, giving it some security so it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, and that is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get 2 of these little strings hanging out like that. Okay. If you have any strings in the inside hanging out, just go in and trim it. No big deal. Trim and trim. Okay, that's it. Basically, that's all you're gonna do. So let's work on the front of the card. Let's glue down our image. So I'm going to glue down this image right on this corner right here. I'm going to use my hot glue for this one. Right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this beautiful lady, and I'm going to add her kind of tilted, but I'm going to add some dimension to her, okay? Because I want her to kind of lift up a little with some dimension. Okay, I'm going to add her kind of sideways like that. And then the front of the card is completely done. Literally. There you go. And that's the front of the card, guys. Literally, it's complete. Now, let's do the inside. Very simple. What I did here was very simple. I have it ready for you here as well. All I did was I used another extra scrap of paper. I backed my little image to double-sided tape, and I added it right in front of the little extra paper. Okay. Now, what I did different with this one was I poked a little hole right in the top of the image, and I kind of made it like a little tag, as you can see there. Okay, you can see there, like a little tag. Very simple. So I'm going to make this one with you guys because this is kind of not done yet. So we're going to add this to the inside of our little note card, okay? There you go. There you have it. And then we're going to add our little tiny image, which I poked a little hole right on it already, and I have the little string hanging right in the front of the card. We're going to add the dimension to him, okay? Because we want to give some dimension to our little image. Okay. We're going to add this to the card right over here. Okay. And I'm going to add a little tiny hot glue right here so I can move the string over this way, but he can also stay, see, just like that. So he can stay right there and he doesn't move. I don't want my string to be moving anywhere. So that kind of like permanently keeps this in place. You see that? And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my little Happy Halloween sign. How I did this? Very simple. Take an extra scrap of paper, okay, extra scrap, and I use my Halloween little card, a little sticker wordings. It has like Halloween words in here, like ghosts and poison and magic potion, creepy, happy Halloween, all that goody stuff. So pick something from here. So I'm gonna pick trick or treat from here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add it to my little extra scrap, and then I'm going to create a nice little flag. And there you have it. See that? Nice little flag. And that's all you're going to do. This is going to go right on the bottom of our little sign, but we're going to add some dimension. And because the little sign is too small, we're going to cut the dimension in half. And we're basically done. Okay, we're going to Remove the back. We're going to add a little sign right in the bottom, right here. And we're basically done, guys. You see that? That's it. We're done. That is literally all you're going to do. You see how cute that turned out? This is the front, which is absolutely adorable. This is the inside. It says trick or treat with this cute little image that looks like a little tag. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come over here and you're going to close this with the little closure that we created. Okay, and we're going to make a nice little bow so that when they open this up, it looks really pretty. And there you have it, guys. And there you have this adorable, super fun note card. See that? How fun was that? I love it. Isn't this the cutest thing in the world? These little note cards are just so cute. I love them. Alright, honeys, and that's how you create these really fun note cards. I hope you guys enjoy watching me make these little note cards. They're so much fun to make. I love them. I think they're just so vintagey looking and so awesome. Check out the information in the bottom that I'm going to put for you guys if you want to purchase this paper. And I hope that you guys enjoy watching me make this. Make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about these really adorable little vintagey looking note cards. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make this, and I will see you guys soon on my next video. Thank you so much for stopping by, honeys. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like. Love you all. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye.